Hi everyone, my name is Lex. Today I'm going to share about touching lives one haircut at a time. I started hairdressing when I was 16 years old. I came from a family where my mom is a makeup artist, my dad is a photographer, and that explains my career choice. I started in a small salon in Klang where I grew up, and eventually I worked my way up to a salon which is in Singapore. And back then I became an educator in the company and I fell in love with teaching. Fast forward 10 years after my first career, I came to a junction and I began to ask myself, what's next in my life? Am I going to be a hairdresser for the rest of my life? And I came to a crossroad and I began to question the next quest of my life. I decided to go for a break and begin a soul-searching journey, and I took a break for 3 months and spent some time and to really ask myself again, what's the future in for me? I told myself, if I were to go back to this career once again, I want this to be something that is meaningful, impactful. And the question I asked myself, what can I do to make the world a better place because of my career? Something that serves my soul, my passion, and is impactful to the society. I want to live an exciting life. Hence, I begin to give away my skill, which is cutting hair. Hence, I begin in my neighborhood, Kota Kemuning, and I started to knock on doors. I go to the orphanage home, I go to the welfare homes, the old folks homes, and of course there is this home very special to my heart, very close to my heart, which is the Orang Asli home. Now this home is special to me because this home actually provides education for the underprivileged, for the Orang Asli community. Now the goal is to provide education. I came in offering haircuts, and as time passed, I became very close to them. And sometimes more than just haircut, we will eat together, we will play football together, and we build a real good relationship with the kids. Now, as I see some of the boys grew up, right? They are at the age of 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old, and I realized more than just haircut, I want to be able to do something for the future. So I decided to give them a skill, which is to teach them how to cut hair. And guess what? Some of them grew up and they began to learn the haircut, and they begin to use this as a form of skill where they can use this to become a career, and they can make money out of being a hairdresser, a barber. So some of them, when they go back to the village, they go around the kampong, they go around the villages with a motorbike, and they begin to provide haircut services villages to villages. And that's awesome. As a result of that, we created a social enterprise called Asli Barbers. Now Asli Barbers aim to generate income for the poor and also to provide skills for the poor. And as a result of that, you were able to fund me to continue to teach more people learn how to cut hair. And that is the goal of Asli Barbers. In 2015, I also volunteered in this school called Dignity for Children Foundation. Now, Dignity for Children Foundation is a school where they provide education for all underprivileged community. So one day I decided to give away my skill. So I asked the school, can I teach haircut? Yes. And that began my journey of volunteering in Dignity for Children Foundation. Here in Dignity for Children Foundation, we taught a big group of all underprivileged community, and a big part of them were the refugees community. Here's a boy named Bawi Zatang and Mang Man Kim. Now they graduated from Dignity for Children Foundation and they got accepted to live in America to continue to pursue their studies. Now as a result of learning barbering, learning haircut from me in the school, they are able to go house to house, cut hair, and be able to pay for their own school fees and also their pocket money. I want to share another story about this boy called Muan Wan. Now Muan Wan is a student where I taught back in year 2015 as well. Now that very year, it was the same year that my father passed away. Now I remember very clearly, at the end of the course, this boy came up to me holding a picture and he wanted to show me. And he showed me this picture. Now he said, Teacher Lex, this is the picture of me cutting my dad's hair. He came to me without knowing that my father passed away a week ago, and he showed me this and he said, my father wants to say this to you, teacher. Because of you, I'm able to learn more than just maths and English in the school. I'm able to cut hair for my father. My father wants me to say thank you to you. To me, it was that beautiful moment that it feels like God is reminding me of this skill that I'm giving away. Yes, I may not be able to cut hair for my own father anymore, but because of my giving, someone is able to continue to cut for their father's hair. Having volunteered in Dignity for Children Foundation, at the very same time, I also volunteer myself to give haircut to the homeless community in KL. Now, giving haircut to the homeless community really taught me a lot of things. Now, one of it is to really not judge them, but to really understand the real issue, why people actually end up being homeless. Now, through a haircut, we engage this homeless community and be able to understand them in a deeper manner. And that allowed me to have an open heart and open mind to understand the real issue of homelessness. Now, in 2016, I began my journey of building a brand called Others Barbers. Now, Others means people. We believe in empowering people and to use this company to make an impact in the world. I want to build a company that because of this company, the world is a better place. So because of the stories that I build, because of the commitment that I've put into the work, we attracted a lot of people from all around the world to actually travel all the way to Malaysia and to learn haircut in my company. Now, interestingly, more than just haircut, more than just teaching them how to haircut, part of the course, we bring them out of the four walls of the barbershop to the jungle, to the homeless community, to the villages and to welfare homes to give haircut for free. Now, reason why is more than just teaching them the haircut. I want to be able to teach them the heart and also the mindset that this skill is able to make the world a better place. So when they go back to where they are able to give haircut with a different purpose and with a different meaning. More than just a career, it's an impactful career. Now I'm going to share two more stories. Now here's a story about this lady called Maylin. Now one day she knocked on my door and she asked, "Hi Lex, are you the barbering educator? You teach people how to cut hair?" And yes, I answered. Now she came in, she told me she just wanted to learn one haircut. And surprisingly, I was shocked. But why do you just want to learn one haircut? The answer was, I want to learn haircut because I just want to cut hair for my father. Well, if you want to learn, I'm here to offer the skill. So as time passed, I taught her how to cut her father's hair. And I soon realized that the reason why she wants to learn how to cut her father's hair, because she wants to mend back the relationship with her father. And as a result of that, she cut her father's hair. The father was about 90 years old. And every time when they cut hair, they begin to rebuild the conversation, father and daughter. And it was a very, very touching story for me personally. One day, she sent me a WhatsApp text with an image of a beautiful and handsome father. It's almost like my grandfather. And she told me, "Hi Lex, thank you for teaching me how to cut my father's hair. Because of haircut, I'm able to restore my relationship with my father." And this picture you see is the final picture of him and the final haircut of him. And that very picture is the main picture that in the funeral of the father. I was so shocked and touched that more than just a haircut, more than just giving someone a haircut, making someone look good, this haircut skill actually helped her restore that relationship with the father. Amazing. Here's another final story. Here's a story about Mrs. Tan. One day, she saw an article of me giving haircut for free, teaching people how to cut hair on a newspaper. And guess what? She will cut off that newspaper and she will keep it. And as she's not tech savvy, she couldn't find me, so she began her quest in searching for me. And one day she found out that I actually volunteer in Dignity for Children Foundation. And she began to call up to the school and look for me. And lo and behold, she came to my salon and she began to ask, "Hi Lex, can I learn haircut from you?" And she brought out this article, newspaper, and she said, "Lex, I have been keeping this article for the past 2 years and I've been searching for you high and low." I was shocked. And the reason why she wants to learn haircut, she told me this: "Hi Lex, I want to learn haircut from you because I want to cut hair for my friends. And most of them are in the old folks' homes. And I know that cutting hair with them, I'm able to continue to deliver happiness, just like what you did to the world." More than just a haircut. This lady, Mrs. Tan, she's in her late 60s. She wants to use this skill to continue to deliver happiness to someone, to engage someone in conversation. Today, I look back, I never knew that this skill is able to generate that kind of impact. I always say, yes, I want to change the world. I don't know how, but I can start with someone's world. I have a skill. The question that I'll ask you, What is in your hand that you are able to give back to the world and to make the world a better place? Thank you.